Hi guys, welcome back to part 4. In the current response, you can see characters like asterisk and hash. That's because we're receiving the response in Markdown format. Most LLMs return Markdown responses by default. To render Markdown properly, we'll use the Markdown body widget from the Flutter Markdown plus package instead of the text widget. Now, let's open the pubspec.yaml file. This is the package I'm talking about. The Flutter Markdown plus package is actually a continuation of Google's Flutter Markdown package. As you can see below, it supports rendering lists, tables, code blocks, and many other Markdown elements. Feel free to explore the package documentation to learn more about its features. Now, let's go back to our code. I'll replace the text widget with the Markdown body widget, pass _response to its data property, and then run the app. Great, the response is displayed and the Markdown is rendered beautifully. However, we're getting a bottom overflow error. Let's go back to the code and wrap the Markdown body widget with a single child scroll view. Now, run the app again. Perfect. The overflow issue is fixed, and the response is now fully scrollable. Let's test it again. Search for machine learning types and click the button. Notice that there's no loading indicator, and the old response is still being displayed while the new request is being processed. Let's fix that. Earlier, we added a condition to show the Android ride text when the response is empty, and we also display the progress indicator while loading. However, after the first request, _response is no longer empty because it still contains the previous response. So, before making a new API request, let's call setState and set _response to an empty string. This clears the previous response, allowing the loading indicator to appear until the new response is received. Now, restart the app and click the button. Perfect. The progress indicator is showing again. Great, we got the new response. But there's still one small issue. The text looks a bit cramped and doesn't have enough breathing space. Let's fix that. Go back to the code and navigate to where we're displaying the response. Since we're already using a single child scroll view, we can simply add the padding property. Set it to edgeinsets.all16. Now, reload the app. Great. That looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, let's clear the input and search for Flutter docs. Notice that when you click the button, the keyboard is still visible. We have to manually dismiss it by tapping the keyboard's hide button. That's not a great user experience, so let's fix it. Go back to the code, and before making the API request, we'll programmatically hide the keyboard. Now let's type focusmanager.instance.primary, focus ? .unfocus. This will automatically dismiss the keyboard before making the API request. Let's test it. Tap on the text field to open the keyboard, then click the button. Perfect. The keyboard is now hidden automatically. Now, let's look at the response. It contains clickable links, but tapping them doesn't do anything. We'd like to open those links when the user taps on them. We can achieve this using the URL_launcher package. The Markdown body widget provides an on-tap link callback, which is called whenever a link is tapped. It gives us 3 values: the link text, the URL, and the link title. We only need the URL, so we'll use the href parameter and open it using the URL launcher package. The href parameter can be null, so we'll first check whether it has a value. If href is not null, we'll call launch URL and pass URI.parse href to it. Now, let's reload the app and test it. Click on one of the links. Perfect. The web page opens successfully, and even the links within the web page work as expected. That's it for this video. In the next part, we'll integrate the Claude API into our Flutter app. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.